Alrighty then, should be live on the ChaseOliver Channel now. What is up, guys? Chase here, bringing you another stream to this channel. I didn't know what to name it, so I said, there's so much to talk about. Haven't streamed in a week. Apologies for that, people. Some days, some weeks it's easier for me to stream, and then other weeks it's just like impossible to find time to stream and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll fall behind when it comes to talk about wrestling, but hopefully I can be a little bit more better and consistent moving on forward. Oh, Jesus. So much louder on the playback than I thought it would be. Anyways, thank you all for watching, tuning in. If you are tuning in live, give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Now, this is just going to be a casual discussion about wrestling. You guys are more than welcome in the chat to ask questions as we go on. I do ask if you can try to keep the questions relative to what we're talking about, but if not, it is what it is. I'm not going to be mad at you at that, because I can't blame you if you lose some interest talking about some of the stuff we're going to talk about and everything like that. What's up, Degenerate Sharagon? What's up, Katana Ponzal? How are you all doing today? Or tonight, actually. I should be saying tonight. I shouldn't be saying today. Today, the day is almost over. Now we're talking about the nighttime and everything like that. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. First, we're going to be talking about Raw, Smackdown. If you guys... I think Impact spoilers, no one really cares if they get spoiled anymore on Impact, and I think people know what happened. And then I'll talk about a little bit about the WrestleKingdom fallout that's going on and what could be going on towards the future of WrestleKingdom and stuff like that. So there you have it. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And of course, taking any fan questions that you guys have. Nothing much, JC, just here doing this live stream talking about pro wrestling. Kalisto versus a water bottle. Hey, man, that water bottle ruined Kalisto's, the GOAT's wife's holiday, man. Katana, you should know that, man. She posted this. Like, I didn't realize a water bottle could do that damage, man. Like, oh, man. Oh, you don't know what happened this week? Well, this is where I'm here to tell you what happened this week in wrestling. Now, some of it's like old news, too. Some of it was like a week old. Like, all the WrestleKingdom stuff is like a week old and everything like that. But this week in pro wrestling, what happened? Well, let's talk about Monday Night Raw first, shall we? The main points of Raw that you need to know is that The Miz returned. That was one of the biggest points. The Miz returned, and he pretty much just said that he wants to become the Intercontinental Champion. You know, it's funny. You know, you have Miz return. It's like a big deal that this guy's coming back. And he comes back. He's like, I want the mid-card belt. Not even like the main title belt. He wants the mid-card belt. He wants the mid-card championship. Like, oh, how does that get me excited for someone's return? Now, granted, yes, the segment was funny. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel had their moments. But still, it's like, how do I get excited for that? How am I sitting here saying, wow, this is what I want to see. I want to see The Miz go back for the IC title. But that wasn't even like the biggest news that The Miz dropped about him wanting to go for the IC title. No, the biggest news is that Miz and Maurice apparently are going to have their own Total Divas show on the USA Network. Hey, you know what? Good for them. I find The Miz entertaining. I find the Maurice entertaining on Total Divas when I watch it. I have no problem if they're going to have their little USA spin-off show that they're executive producing. Good, go right ahead. If the Bella Twins can fucking do it, why can't y'all? Go right ahead, do that. I'm fine with that, man. I'm good with that. The thing is, though, is like The Miz returned, and yeah, he attacked Roman at the end. Yeah, whatever, that's cool. But that was like that was your biggest thing on Monday. And you know, Raw, they were planning this show around the national championship game, because they were like, okay, we got Alabama versus Georgia going on right now. We're trying to compete against that. We have to plan around it. If anyone tries to tell you that WWE doesn't plan around Monday Night Football or big-time basketball or football matchups, you're joking yourself. SmackDown, they really don't care. They just throw SmackDown to do their 2 hours of whatever the hell SmackDown wants to do. Raw, they plan it. They make sure that Raw is not going against a big segment. Notice at halftime hit. Yeah, they may be going against Kendrick Lamar, but WWE is okay with that because they know most of the people who are probably watching Alabama and Georgia don't really care about Kendrick Lamar. So they might go and watch some pro wrestling. And guess who came on during halftime? Brock freaking Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came out. Him and Kane did their little brawl. Care Bear came in, took both of them out. Destroyed a structure on top of them. And it's funny to me, man, that this is how diluted we are as wrestling fans. And this is not an insult. This just shows like how you have to go to great extremes for us to care. Care Bear takes down a structure. He pulls down a structure with a random grappling hook, which I don't know where he found this grappling hook. He just finds a grappling hook backstage. He gets a random grappling hook. He brings down a structure, crushing two men, possibly murdering them in a kayfabe sense. And that was just kind of meh. That wasn't awesome. That was just like, whatever. Some guy's pulling down a structure. Who gives a fuck? You know, how weird is that? That's how desensitized we are as wrestling fans. We're just like, oh, whatever. Dude's pulling down a structure, trying to murder two guys. It is what it is. It's normal. This is what wrestling's all about. How funny is that, man? That's just hilarious to me that that's where we're at nowadays in pro wrestling. It's just that a guy can try to murder two people, and it's just like, LOL, who cares? Move on forward, and everything like that. But yeah, you know, and it's crazy to me, though. I'm not turning into a Care Bear fan, and I don't want people to think I do like this guy anymore, because he's still called Care Bear. I haven't said his real name in quite some time. I just think they need to put the Universal title on him. Simple. That's all they really need to do is put the Universal title on him, because right now he's more interesting than Lesnar as champ. Kane, you know, if you gave Kane the belt, I don't know what you're doing there. But seriously, I don't know why he's not in the Rumble match. I think Care Bear, if he loses this match, he has to be in the Rumble. Make him go double duty. Because if you don't, man, like, you're missing, you took away one key piece in that Rumble. Just for him to be in a match with Lesnar that we already kind of saw at No Mercy anyways. If he's not winning the title, what's the point of him being in the match? And I'm gonna sound like a broken record throughout many videos talking about the Rumble and everything like that, saying that he needs to win the Universal title and stuff like that. And you guys should know this is coming from someone who's not a fan of his. But seriously, why is he in this match if he ain't gonna win? He has to win. There's no denying that Care Bear needs to win that Universal title. Even if it's for a month. Month title reigns are fine. It's a nice refreshing change of pace. It gets the fans maybe a little bit more interested, thinking, oh, maybe he'll face Reigns at WrestleMania. Heck, him and Reigns at WrestleMania would be a fine matchup anyways, because they had what most people consider the feud of the year last year. I don't see the problem with it. You know, I won't be happy with it. I would have to deal with the Care Bear hype and everyone overrating this idiot, like they already do now, but I think he should win, mainly because I don't know why that you would have him in this match if he ain't gonna win. What's the point? But yeah, so it's funny how we have someone, you know, try to kill someone, and it's just like whatever to us as wrestling fans. You know what's funny too is the Women's Royal Rumble. I find it hilarious that the WWE, the official theme song for the Rumble, and I was going to tweet this, but I was too busy watching my Alabama Crimson Tide almost lose against Georgia and stuff like that. I was too busy watching the College National Championship, okay? But I didn't know that the official theme song would be A King is Born, and I told you before, the Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather song, the Aloe Black song, the, you know, King is Born. You know, I didn't think they would use that song. And it's funny, too. You know, this whole Rumble, they're hyping up, oh, it's a women's Royal Rumble. It's all about the women here. And the theme song is, A King is Born. I told you before. I told you before. A King is Born. How funny is that, man? WWE all trying to force this women empowerment down our throats. This women Royal Rumble. And your theme song is, A King is Born. Like, seriously, man, like, you're like, oh, they use all their women empowerment songs for the Mae Young Classic. They use all their women empowerment songs for the Divas Revolution or Women's Revolution, whatever, man. They use all their women empowerment songs, and now when it comes to the male Royal Rumble, because now we have to say that in 2018. We can't just say the Royal Rumble. No, you have to say it's the male one, otherwise you're not being fair to the females. But, man, how funny is that, man? The theme song is A King is Born. It ain't A Queen is Born. It ain't The Queen has arrived. It's I've been here before. A King is born. I just think of Conor and Floyd Mayweather when I think of that song, to be honest. So, yo. I thought it was a Power by Little Mix-Up. And what up, Chase? I'm back from Samoa Joe's captivity. Oh, you escaped Joe again and the Ninjas? Aisha, that's good. I heard he hurt his foot, so I don't think he's going to get you anymore, man. Yeah, that song's in Madden, man. That song annoys me in Madden, too. I always feel like every time that song plays, I lose, man. Like, have you ever had those bad luck songs in like Madden or 2K, like WWE or NBA or even MLB The Show? You just hear that song and you know, oh man, this game gonna suck. That's how it feels sometimes when you hear songs like that, man. But yeah, so when it comes to King is Born, I know some bullshit's gonna happen in my Madden and everything like that. But yeah, So I find it funny that the Women's Rumble, they use that song to, you know, be like the main song. But not only that, the way they hype up the Women's Rumble is like how they hype up all these other women's matches with a bunch of matches that I don't care about. Like seriously, like Absolution and whatever the other group is, whatever they're called, Sasha, Bailey, and Mickey. Like I've seen, it's like the same shit every week. If you would have just shown me this episode of Raw, if you would have shown me this one episode of Raw, and if you would have just put the Absolution stuff in, like from last week, I couldn't tell the difference. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. Maybe I'd say, hey, the crowd looks a little different, but I'm not looking that deep into it. This women's stuff, like, do something different. The only especially because this is the first ever women's Royal Rumble match, you want to hype this up. You want to try to build up favorites. You want to try to build up people that we're going to be like, oh, no one can stop. At least the WWE, when they do the men's Royal Rumble, they know what the hell they're doing. At least they build up favorites. At least they try to hype it up. The women's Royal Rumble, man, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, so they're just wrestling. I honestly don't care. I don't care, man. Like, seriously, this is how you're going to hype up this big historic match, and the only real hype that we have is that Kurt Angle was on the phone with someone saying, yeah, that person will love you in WWE. I know you haven't wrestled in a while. I know. Yeah, WWE. Yeah, it's true. It's damn true. Oh, the Batman's back, man. I haven't seen you the last few streams. Oh, really, Aisha? Samoa Joe's machete was sharp? Man, I hope he didn't cut any of your hair. That'd be terrible, man. Like he cut your hair and everything like that. Samoa Joe seems like that type of guy. Like he would just cut and stuff like that. Cut someone's hair randomly. Last tidbit about Raw, and I'm sorry if I missed something. Like I'm not gonna talk about everything on Raw. There's no point. Like I said, some of the stuff is just forgettable stuff. The Shield versus the Jobber Club. You know, I get it that you brought the club back. I get it that you have Finn fucking Balor. But seriously, you brought these fools together. And they doing the same shit that they wore in Japan. It's doing the same promos, the same skit. Here's the thing. It worked because they're in Japan. The shit that they're saying now, the jokes they're trying to play up now, it doesn't work in fucking America. My hot, sexy Asian wife. Oh my god, dude. I cringed when I heard that stuff. I was like, ugh. Ugh. The Jobber Jacket's being saved for more Finn Balor ranting that is worthy. This is not even worthy of being ranted about. This is to be discussed about when it came to pro wrestling. Because seriously, man, this is what people wanted. And everyone was all like, oh, yeah, how epic is this? The club and 2/3 of the Shield with Nasally Jordan. Jason Jordan, I swear to God, dude, I'm tired of his fucking nasally voice. Someone in WWE needs to tell him, stop being nasally on the mic. It annoys me. He literally comes out, hey guys, we're part of the Shield, man. Like, we're the Champions Club, you know? I'm super hyped, man. Like, I'm better than Dean Ambrose. Like, oh man, dude. I hate when this guy comes out, man. I just hear that. London 2K18. I don't know, man. Those Tennessee Titans, man. They're going to lose to us in London. Don't be hating shit. I'm hating on Jason Jordan as much as I want. That dude boring as hell, man. Him and his nasally ass boys. Champions Club, my ass, dude. I'm tired of that fool. I'm tired of this guy, man. He too annoying for me, man. He too annoying for my dumb ass, man. Talking all nasally and stuff. But yeah, whatever, man. The club, they can go on. They can be jobbers. Reigns and Miz are going to fight on the 25th anniversary of Raw. Oh, no. Seth Rollins is like, hey guys. How's it going? Like, he has a lisp. Like I don't know. I feel like Jason Jordan is just being nasally on purpose. Like, they tell him, like, hey, be nasally on purpose, Jordan. We just want you to be annoying as fuck. So, yeah, you know, when it comes down to it, like, Seth Rollins and stuff, like, they just do their own little goofy things right there. Smackdown live. Oh, I know, right? I'm surprised Corey Graves never gets hate though from these IW. I don't know why everyone thinks he's so great as a commentator, man. Like our standards must be really low if we think Corey Graves is a great commentator. I think he's okay, But I don't think he's great, man. He annoys the fuck out of me, dude. He really does. Like, I honestly, Desmond Wolf is the, I know it's Nigel McGuinness, but I'm so used to Desmond Wolf. Nigel McGuinness is like the best one. Who's messaging me on Facebook, dude? All these people always try to message me on Facebook when I'm live and everything like that. So yeah, anyways, when it comes down to it, man. Yeah, Corey Graves. I don't know why everyone overhypes this fool, dude. He's all right though. But yeah, SmackDown Live. It's every episode of SmackDown's the same. It's like AJ's like, I'm the champion, and then Shane comes out and be like, I don't trust Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, and then Daniel Bryan's like, I think you hate them for no reason, and then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens cut their stupid promo and say, yup. It's like, oh man, dude. Like seriously, it's the same show. There's nothing different about it. You know, it's just like, oh, it's hard to watch SmackDown. And their mid-card stuff, man, they don't do anything to hype you up about it, man. They just throw it out there and they hope you care. The most mid-card development I saw was Gable and Jordan. See, I'm so used to saying Gable and Jordan. Gable and Benjamin coming out together, and then they were cutting their promo and they were saying how much they felt Georgia beat Alabama. What kind of bullshit was that they were saying, man? That got heel heat for me. But like they're saying free the tag team titles, and then they made the 2 out of 3 falls match. That's like the most mid-card development I've seen from this show. Other than that, it's a traditional like, oh, I should be U.S. champion promo by everyone else, man. It's always the same U.S. champion. I'm gonna be #1 promo, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's like why? Why do I care? Like, okay, cool, you can become U.S. champion. Why do you want to be U.S. champion? What makes you worthy of that stupid title? You give me no reason to care. You were just saying, oh yeah, I want to be U.S. champ. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, poor Shelton Benjamin, man. I bet you Shelton Benjamin came back. He thought he was going to get like a big singles push and everything like that. And then they're like, nah, you teaming up with Chad Gable, dude. Here's mini Charlie Haas. Deal with this shit. Here's mini Charlie Haas, man. Have some fucking fun with this shit. Like, come on, man. Do Shelton right, man. Do Shelton right. Yeah, but no, SmackDown, I'm sorry, man. I said it last time when I did a review on SmackDown, but SmackDown likes to forget people, man. Like, it's like you'll forget that these people are on the show because they don't feature everyone that they have in those 2 hours. Like, it's always a Shane and Daniel Bryan show. It's literally like every 2 segments is the same thing, man. It's like nothing new, nothing different, and everything like that. It's just stupid, man. Like, I really do not enjoy watching SmackDown. Every time when SmackDown comes on, I'm always like, I'll watch it, and then afterwards I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, oh man, like, why am I watching? Like, why am I watching this shit? Like, that's literally what I say. I'm all like, why am I watching it, man? Oh. So yeah, man, that's it for WWE, man. There's nothing really much to talk about. Like, what else is there to talk about in WWE that I missed, man? What else is there to talk about? Nothing else? Alright, let's go on to the Impact spoiler. So if you guys don't know, Impact had tapings or something. I don't know, man. There's not even full spoilers on this thing, man. But Impact had like these tapings going on, and so Eli Drake was, I guess, cutting a promo in the ring. I don't know what he does nowadays. Like, honestly, I don't get it, man. Like, Eli Drake, man. You know, Eli Drake. What's it called? Eli Drake, like, I don't know, man. Is he a face? Is he a heel? Oh my god. Like, I don't know. I can't tell you what Eli Drake is. He's just kind of there. He's just there. Like, he's literally just there. And everything like that. Like, he's not like anything like special. I know this is gonna upset TNA fans or Impact fans or GFW fans or whatever they like to identify themselves as fans, but he's just there. And then afterwards, Aries comes out, says I don't know what the hell he says because like the segment hasn't aired yet, but I guess Aries challenges him, and then Chris Masters, I'm not calling him Chris Adonis, he's Chris fucking Masters, goes and beats up Austin Aries, and then Austin Aries in street clothes becomes the world champion. Does anyone care in the chat? Does anyone care about this? No. This is what Impact TNA has done, man. It's funny. It doesn't matter how much ownership change, how much booking changes, how much shit changes. It's still the same result. It's always the same result. It's always the shock type of bullshit, type of like 90s nostalgia stuff. But it's with lesser wrestlers. Like Eli Drake, Chris Adonis, Austin Aries. Aries is a good worker and everything like that. But let's be real here, man. The last time casual fans were seeing this fool, he was facing Neville for the Cruiserweight title. Like seriously, like you're going to try to tell me that on that TNA roster or the Impact Wrestling roster with Eddie Edwards, Bobby Lashley, EC3, and everything like that, that, oh, Austin Aries is champ? What about Johnny Impact? What's this idiot doing? What about El Patron? What's El Patron up to? So you telling me Austin Aries can come in and win? It's like, see how much dumb stupidity this is? Yeah, dummy. According to Eli Drake, what he likes to say. But yeah, you know, it's just weird, man. John Cena is hosting the Kids' Choice Awards. Oh, with Nikki Bella? Woo. It's gonna be some hot stuff, man. Good for Cena, dude. Cena's actually reaching mainstream now, and it always happens when wrestlers are late in their career that they're reaching mainstream. Like I saw that Cock Blockers trailer. That looks hilarious, man. I actually think Cena's gonna be really good in that movie, man. Who's Johnny Impact? Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Speed, Johnny Nitro. Yeah, I said Johnny Nitro. Johnny Speed, John Hennigan, the guy who let Batista fuck his girlfriend. That's who Johnny Impact is. Yeah, he's so lazy, man. He just adds wherever he's working. He just puts that in his last name, man. What a lazy bum that dude is. Remember when everyone thought John Morrison was going to be like the next Shawn Michaels? Everyone's like, oh, he's the next Shawn Michaels. He has all the talent in the world. And look at him now, man. Like, no one even says that, man. He's had some good matches on Lucha Underground. I'll give him credit there. Yeah, man. Yeah. Freaking Johnny Nitro, yeah. He's on Impact now, man. He fought for the world title at Impact Bound for Glory. Fought for the world title. Which, of course, El Patron ruined. You know, El Patron was like, fuck you. It's all about me, dude. It's all about me, brother. That's who El Patron is in, like, Impact. He's, like, kind of like Hogan in a way. Except he doesn't win anything. He just shows up and does random stuff. So, Leo Rush just recently tweeted something. So, there was, like, this video. Leo Rush got squashed by Lars Sullivan last night on NXT or something, and Leo Rush was pretty much just saying like, oh, I don't know if this place is enough for me or something like that. He needs to reevaluate some things. And then he tweeted on Twitter, we are NXT. Maybe the grass is greener on the other side. One man's heaven is another man's hell. I think maybe it's time I find my own heaven. I hope this is just a gimmick, because really, to be honest, over a tweet about fucking Emma that this guy is getting so much heat about is so stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in wrestling. And all the wrestlers that are against him because of this should fucking just stop. And need to stop being marks for themselves. Because it's so pathetic, dude. He didn't say anything wrong. Emma got released. Deal with it. He wasn't trying to be rude. He's a young kid. Why didn't someone just take him under his wing? Because it's not like these guys are freaking innocent of anything. Like, I love how, like, who called him out? Bray Wyatt was one of the fools that called out Leo Rush. Yeah, Bray Wyatt, you should definitely be calling someone out about respecting people in the industry when you went behind your wife's back to fuck one of the announcers. Okay? Yeah, he should totally take advice from you, Bray Wyatt. He should totally take advice about how to respect the boys in the back and everything. Because seriously, you're such a prime example of that. No, for real. Take Bray Wyatt's advice. Because who knows, maybe Bray Wyatt was still one of the boys' girls in the back or something like that. Seriously. And then also too, it's like, like who else? There's like Peyton Royce and Billy Kay and all these other NXT people. It's like, no, this is where you have to like talk to him in private. Don't tweet at him. Like, why are you trying to like tweet at him? Like seriously, talk to him in private. Go like, hey, dude, that wasn't a cool tweet or something like that. It's really all these other wrestlers that literally like led to Lio Rush's downfall. And it's not really what he said on Twitter. Like, who cares what he said on Twitter? It wasn't that big of a deal. Kevin Owens says worse to fans on Twitter. To fans. And yeah, all these wrestlers like, hook. That's so funny what Kevin Owens is saying. But oh no, Lio Rush said that about one of the women in the back, and it's apparently so terrible that he may lose his job over this. He's been being jobbed out because of this. Screw talent. Screw what you can actually do in the ring. Now, I think the only way Lio Rush would have been protected if this motherfucker went to Vince and he said he loves Trump. Because that's the only way this guy gets protected, man. Seriously, man. Enzo Amore, man, runs around doing his thing. He don't care. He has heat, but he absorbs in the heat. He lives in the heat. He does his thing in the heat. But man, I guess heat in NXT, man, it's probably worse, man, than heat in the main locker room, man. Because in the main locker room, it seems like you can get away with bullshit. In NXT locker room, they probably get all mad if you tweet about them. You know, I'll tell you what, man. If I was ever in that NXT locker room, man, oh man, dude, that locker room would be a mess if I were in there. Trust me, man. And people go like, oh, you wouldn't say shit to the wrestler's face. Oh, get the fuck on out of here, man. What are they gonna do? Beat me up in real life? Assault me in real life? They ain't gonna do shit. They're supposed to handle the heat. If they can't handle someone saying they suck, deal with it. Seriously, man, I've seen independent wrestlers here, they suck, and they just sat there and go like, alright. They're like, who cares? Sometimes if you're a heel and you get told you suck, you should be happy some fans think you suck. Good. You don't want these little kids asking for your autograph, man. Like, I hope Care Bear, when he's waiting in line at WrestleMania Fan Access, if he sees a little kid, I hope he scares the crap out of them. That's the only way he would get rid of the Care Bear name. If I see a video of Care Bear looking at a kid, and he's like, get out of my line! And he tells him, get out of the line, makes him cry. Good! He's a heel. He shouldn't want some little kids liking his shit. Like, man, I'll tell you what, man. Back when I was a kid, man, I never asked Kane for an autograph. If there was ever a chance. I'm pretty sure Kane's the sweetest dude in the world and everything like that. But, man, I was afraid of him, dude. And plus, Kane, he does such a good job. Like, I know probably it hurts him deep down inside. But, man, I've seen times where people have asked Kane for autographs, right? And Kane wouldn't sign them. Because even adults, man, because he's a monster, dude. He ain't gonna sign no fucking autographs. I know kayfabe is dead, and it's something I shouldn't be talking about, and everything like that. But still, it's like seriously, I'm just pissed off that Lio Rush is like in this hot water because of a stupid tweet. Because these stupid wrestlers, they can't fucking mind their own business or actually be fucking professionals. Hey, seriously, be professional. Help your fellow co-worker and teammate out. Don't bring them down to the fucking ground. Why? Why would you want to bring a teammate down? This shows that, like, NXT is a toxic environment, at least in my personal opinion. And this just shows how much PC people are in that performance center. So yeah, man, when it comes down to it, dude. Yeah, I know he is a Care Bear, man. Did you see him doing that elf, like you said, where he dressed up as Christmas, man? He literally was the elf from the Elf movie and shit like that. Acting it out and everything like that. Yeah, he's the monster among men. Bullshit, man. He's dressing up as an elf. Goofing around and shit, dude. How are you a monster? How's this fool a monster? But yeah, no, when it comes down to it, sucks what happened to Lio Rush. Alright, guys. Gonna talk about WrestleKingdom real quick, and then you guys can ask any questions and everything like that. So get your questions ready. So WrestleKingdom Fallout. There are some shows that happened. Main thing that happened is that Jay White, Switchblade, whatever that guy's name is, he was offered to join the Bullet Club, but then he attacked Kenny Omega and he joined Chaos, and he told Okada, like, oh, I'm gonna come for your belt. And then Okada was like, LOL, no Gaijin's gonna beat me on a main show. You're not AJ Styles. And he just sat there and laughed, pretty much. Why is New Japan pushing this bull? Because someone tell me why New Japan's pushing this Switchblade Jay White. He's not even that good. I don't even think Smarks like him. Like seriously, I don't think Smarks are like, oh, Jay White, this guy's one of my favorite wrestlers, man. I don't even think they're saying that shit. Like, for real, Jay White, dude, this guy looks so bland and boring. I think Kenny Omega is, like, honestly, if Kenny Omega drops the belt to him, it's whatever. If you guys saw Being the Elite, Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes had a hectic moment. Cody attacked Kota Ibushi after one of their matches, and Kenny Omega came out to make the save to make sure Kota Ibushi wouldn't take any damage and stuff like that. And this led to, the episode Being the Elite, Kenny and Cody were doing a staring contest while eating food. I'm not even kidding when I say that. And then Kenny Omega's like, oh yeah, no one really cares about what I have to say. I'm just the castaway of the Bullet Club and everything like that. I'm not even a member of the Elite anymore. And he grabbed the jacket and everything like that. Oh, what up, Justin or Jake? I don't know which one's on the thing. If it's Justin, by the way, guys, Justin from the Trio Rose shows in the chat. Everyone give a congratulations to Justin if it is Justin, because he got engaged like 2 months ago to his wonderful girlfriend, who I've never talked to. Well, I've seen a couple of Justin Spire live streams and stuff like that. But yeah, no, Justin goes to Disneyland all the time and never hits me the fuck up. But it's okay. I still love this fool. But if it's Jake, man, Jake is awesome too on Twitter. Always challenging these college football experts and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Yeah, but whatever, man. When it comes down to it, but yeah, shout out to whichever Trio Bulls show member it is. If it's Justin, y'all give him a congratulations, man. Fool got engaged, and Jake's my homie too. But when it comes down to it, man, Jericho got a 5-star match for Meltzer. Good for this fucker. Yeah, but when it comes down to it, to New Japan, I feel like Omega, he's gone. Doing all this Elite stuff just kind of reminds me of when Adam Cole was going. Oh, it's Justin. What up, Justin? What up, fool? Hey, Justin. What'd you think about The Last Jedi? I gotta hear you. I gotta see your tweets on that, man, or your message on that. I thought it was all right. Didn't think it was a bad movie, but yeah, man, I think Kenny Omega's gone, man. The way that he's acting, the way it seems like it's doing, I think he's done. I think he sees greener pastures. You know, Leo Rush was talking about greener pastures. I think Kenny Omega's greener pastures as well. And oh yeah, Jericho attacked Naito, so it's gonna be Jericho and Naito for the TNA title. So, or not TNA title. Jericho and Naito at a future New Japan event. So, yeah. Yeah, I know you have seen it like 7 times. Like, did you like it though? Sometimes some people see Star Wars like a bunch of times, and like each time it gets worse and worse for them. Like, I know some fool who's seen it 5 times. Like, yeah, man, every time I see it, it just gets worse. like, that's what he said, man. For what? 47 years. What do you mean? What do you mean? Jericho hasn't been wrestling for 47 years, so you mean like 20 years, like 23 years for him to get a 5-star match, man? Jericho hasn't been wrestling since you. Dude, that'd be crazy if Chris Jericho was like a baby. He was doing like the Lions on it. Like the Lions. He came out of his mother's womb, and it's the countdown clock. His mom's like, "The hell is this? Come on. Yeah, bitch!" Oh, he has the original Jericho song too. You know you got it, bitch! Break the wall down! That'd be funny as hell, man. Oh, 47-year-old, yeah, man. 47-year-old Jericho, man. Yeah, I'm surprised, man. I thought Jericho and Michaels, the unsanctioned match, that's a 5-star match, right? I would say so. The unsanctioned match. I feel like that's a 5-star match. I don't know. I feel like they're goofing up there. I don't know. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Jericho wrestling for 47. That'd be hilarious, though. Could you imagine coming out of the womb? He cuts his own umbilical cord out and stuff like that. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions, you guys are free to ask me any question. Doesn't have to be pro wrestling related. Can be anything, to be honest. Oh yeah, dude. What other star ratings did Meltzer give New Japan? He probably gave them like a bunch of them. Let me look this up, man. Dave Meltzer star ratings. Dude, he finally talked about the show. Dave, I want to know, man. Like, I don't even know how to look up Dave Meltzer star ratings. Dave Meltzer star ratings. Like, I don't even know how to look this shit up, dude. Pro Fight DB. God damn, dude. Yeah, he gave it, let's see, WrestleKingdom 12. Let's see what, okay, Dave Meltzer gave the, what the fuck? He gave the IWGP Junior Tag Match 4 stars? The hell? That's way too high, man. Dude, Anthony Tolliver, man, that guy's a legend, dude. I love Anthony Tolliver. Hey, man, my Timberwolves are the 4th seed, Justin. I love this NBA season, man. Jimmy Buckets, dude. I thought this guy was a psychopath. He is. But, man, dude, I thought he was a bad type of psychopath. But, man, he's a good psychopath. He's helping my team finally win shit. Yeah, man. Let's see. What else? I can't believe it. He gave the Young Bucks versus Show and Yo, or Roppongi 3K, 4 stars. That's way too high, man. That's way too high, man. Okay, let's see what else he gave. He gave the Never Openweight 6-man tag. Wait, he like graded each 6-person tag match as their own. What the? Okay, that's way too dedication right there. Like, what a weirdo. Why is he grading it like that? He gave Coda and Cody Rhodes 4 1/4. What? Oh my god, dude. Evil and Sonata versus the whatever Davey Boy and Lance Archer's team was called again, the Killer Elite Squad. He gave that 4 stars. Holy shit, dude. Hiroko Goto versus Minoru Suzuki, which I had as my match of the night. He gave only 4.5. He gave Ospreay winning the Fatal 4-Way 4 3/4. Jesus Christ, dude. He gave Tanahashi and Jay White 3 3/4. That's being nice, man. He gave Jericho versus Omega 5 stars. And then he gave Okada versus Naito 4.5 stars. Jesus, dude, those are terrible ratings, man. Those are terrible ratings, man. Terrible fucking rating, man. I know, dude. And isn't, what's it called? Hassan Whiteside still injured, Justin? That's good shit right there, man. Dion Waiter's the truth. Wayne Ellington's the truth. How about Wayne Ellington, man? Speaking of Timberwolves, great. He's the truth right now. Donovan Mitchell is a GOAT. I love Donovan Mitchell, man. He young Westbrook. That's what everyone calls him. He reminds me of Westbrook, but I like him. Your thoughts on the Cavaliers after losing 133-99 to the Raptors and their latest slump? Oh, God. I'm pretty sure the media is having fun with it. I think it's concerning, especially because it's like, you know, they did have a streak. And I feel like it's more of like trying to figure out what to do with Isaiah Thomas and trying to add him to the mix and everything like that. But also, I feel like LeBron right now, he's coasting. I feel like this is LeBron. LeBron's like, all right, I'm taking a quick little mini vacay. Because I get a vacay at All-Star break. I already know we're making the playoffs. I feel LeBron's coach. Because, like, honestly, it's up to LeBron if the Cavs win games. Let's be real here. If LeBron doesn't do shit, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter if what the Cavs do. LeBron has to do everything. So, yeah, man. I told, hey, man, remember, Straight Shooter, I told you Dennis Smith Jr. would be balling. D'Angelo Ball's stupid. What do you do now? Jason Tatum is a good pick for the Celtics. Who would have thought? Jesus, Aisha, why are you in all caps? I thought Jason Tatum was going to do good. Victor Oladipo. You mean Oladipo. It's great this season. I love Victor Oladipo. I've been a huge Oladipo fan, man. Dude, yeah, I know. Degenerate Shigaragon, that's like the biggest bias I ever said. Oh, Waiters is out for the year? Jesus, man. That's depressing stuff, man. I guess James Johnson's your best player. I know, I saw, man, I was like, that was crazy, man. Hassan Whiteside's a huge dude, man. Like, you know what's crazy, Justin? I always forget, dude, like, how big these NBA players are, man. But I saw your picture with Hassan Whiteside, and the first thing I said was like, God fucking damn, he's tall. Because you also had a video, too, and I was like, Jesus, man. Like how, like, sometimes, man, you see them on TV, man, they look like normal-sized humans, man. People don't give NBA credits, what's it called? Like, you know, They don't give credit on their height. Lonzo's a ghost lacking confidence. I agree with that, Aisha. Irving is great on the Celtics. Yeah, he is. Celtics Warriors NBA Finals chase. Dude, the Celtics have LeBron James. We have a better chance to see my Timberwolves make the finals than the Celtics. No. Until LeBron James tears his Achilles and he can't play basketball anymore, no. Rookie of the Year chase. Ooh, dude, that's the hardest award, man. Because, you know, Ben Simmons looks like Ben Simmons, unless he suffers like a major injury or he misses like a good chunk of time, he's right now Rookie of the Year, at least in my personal opinion. But then, it's like Donovan Mitchell's like fun to watch, and he's averaging better points overall than other candidates of Rookie of the Year. But yeah, man, like, I don't know. And then you also got Jason Tatum, who's on a winning team, and he's making a big difference as a starter too, and he's shooting well past the three-point line. And remember, people were saying about Jason Tatum that this guy, when it comes down to it, the one thing he has to work on is a three-point shot, and he's shooting the lights out. So when it comes down to it, I think Ben Simmons right now is Rookie of the Year. But yeah, other than that, I don't think, like, I think Mitchell can catch up, man. I see Jack Spell upsetting Pittsburgh this weekend. That's a possibility, man, but we'll have to wait and see if Pittsburgh will play down to their level of competition. You can tell by the first snap, but yeah, Jacksonville is like the trendy pick. I feel like if you want to go with the real upset, though, if you want to go with the pick to upset people and stuff that isn't trendy, I would go with New Orleans upsetting the Vikings. I'm on the Vikings bandwagon when it comes down to, I think they're making the Super Bowl and everything like that. That team's just too stacked and everything. But, man, dude, if you want to choose a trendy, I want to upset people pick, I'll go with the Vikings, to be honest with you. I choose the Saints to beat the Vikings. And they could very well do it, man. And no, the Eagles are not. I don't know why Eagles fans are like, oh, we're the underdog. You're not the fucking underdog. You're the first seed. No one's going to look at you guys as the underdog. The Falcons have more of an underdog story than the fucking Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles lost Carson Wentz. But here's the thing. The Falcons, they are a depressing franchise. More depressing than the Eagles. They're one of those teams that can choke at any moment. That's what the Falcons are, man. No lead is safe with them, no matter how good or bad the team is. This Falcons team loves to make games close. And especially after what happened to Georgia. Oh, man, the Falcons are thinking about this shit, man. You know? They ain't thinking about this, man. So when it comes down to it, man, the Eagles, don't call them underdogs, man. The Falcons are more of an underdog than the Eagles. Timberwolves in the finals. Chase, you crazy. Shut up, Aisha. The Rockets have a better chance than the Timberwolves. You know what, Aisha? You right. How dare I forget about the Houston Rockets with Mike D'Antoni and stuff. The Thunder are in the playoffs, though, Aisha. They are. They're the 5th seed. The first matchup I would see my Timberwolves play would be the Thunder. And I will take 7 games against the Thunder. Because I know... Look, I just want the Timberwolves in the playoffs, man. I just want playoff basketball in Minnesota, man. Especially the way Jimmy Buckets has been playing as late. Oh, he'll be so fun, man. Georgia is cursed. Yeah, man. I was telling people, dude, JC, like, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. But I was telling people, man, everyone there was like, oh, Alabama's done. I was like, dude. This is a Georgia sports team. This is Georgia. You know, before the Atlanta Falcons were known for choking, Georgia's known for choking big games too, man. Like, the Georgia Bulldogs are not, like, invulnerable to choking big games. Remember in the SEC championship many moons ago, like when 2012 SEC title game between Alabama and Georgia? Georgia was up, man. Georgia was looking great against the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Alabama Crimson Tide was looking terrible in that game. And then what happened? The Tide came rolling. They won that game and Georgia choked. And then let's go on to other Georgia chokes. Tennessee a year ago. They had Tennessee on the ropes and they let up a Hail Mary. The Miracle and Jordan Hare. This is Georgia football. They don't like making their fans comfortable in the lead. They love blowing this shit. So it was 13-0. And the one thing you never let Nick Saban have is a cushion. You cannot be giving the greatest college football coach ever only 3 points possession. If you want to win against him, you got to score touchdowns. They only scored 1 touchdown in the first half. And everyone's going to be like, oh, that's 1 more touchdown than Alabama. Yeah, but still, you don't do that. And the thing is, Nick Saban, he's a master at you know, like, changing the game plans and everything like that, man. He's a master at changing game plans. Who do you think taught Kirby Smart how to change up the game plans? Nick Saban. So, yeah, man. It's like, to me personally, like, you know, like the Falcons before, they were known for choking leads, man. Georgia, that's just their thing. The Georgia Bulldogs have been known to have big leads and choke them in the 21st century. Ask any Georgia fan, they'll tell you, man. They'll tell you, yeah, man, we've been up so many games and then we lose them. I don't know what happens. It happens all the time with this team, man. Told people. And that Tua Tonga Viola, my new, I love that kid, dude. I love Jalen Hurts still. Like, it's so hard, man. Like, I was gonna be like, man, change, Jalen Hurts sucks as a quarterback. I know he sucks. He doesn't throw that. He doesn't suck. He's a great football player. But I know he doesn't throw as well as Tua. But man, dude, he's 26-2. The national title game counts as a starting record. He's 26-2, man. Like, he got us there, man. Like, I can't hate on Jalen, dude, and especially how great of a teammate that dude was, man. I hope my Titans win the Super Bowl. Psh! Aisha, you have a better chance. You have a better chance at the Jaguars winning the Super Bowl than the Titans winning. Get out of here, girl. Come on. What do you mean we'll lose in the first round? If we face the Thunder, we ain't losing no first round if we face the Thunder, man. That 16-game win streak that they had at the beginning of the season. Come on, Aisha. You can't be judging on that. Man, that Patriot, I'm being dead serious, dude. Super Bowl 51 still, that game, man, I still remember that game vividly, dude. I remember working during the I might do that again this year, man. That was fun. I got paid to watch the Super Bowl. Man, dude, like, for real, man. Like, 28-3, man. 28-3. How are you going to choke away that lead, man? Like, 28-3. 28-3. Like, oh, I still can't believe it, man. Yeah, well, of course, Aisha, it's going to be sad to be a Rutgers Scarlet Knight fan. Who the fuck does Rutgers have? No, begin to say, who does Rutgers have? I honestly do not know what the Rutgers Scarlet Knight have in life, like when it comes to football. Because Jason Garrett is Jerry Jones's puppet. They're not going to fire the puppet. Why would they fire the puppet? He's the yes man. Yes, Jerry, I'll do whatever you want, man. I can't believe he's still a coach, man. Like, holy crap, dude. He's still a coach. How? Like, Jason Garrett, man, this dude, oh my god. I wish I was Jason. That's what I'm going to do, man. I don't care if I'm not even knowledgeable, man. I don't even care, man. I don't even care, dude. Like, I honestly do not care, man. Like, if I ever get into Jason Garrett's position in life, and if I can't call shit for plays and stuff like that, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and just say yes, and hopefully I don't do anything. Oh, Kellen Moore's fine, dude. Why is that an ugh? He's a smart dude. Not every quarterback that sucks in the NFL is a bad coach. I mean, Jim Harbaugh is a great coach, and he wasn't that great in the NFL, man. Favorite era of wrestling? I personally liked, you know, for me, growing up, my favorite era wasn't really the Attitude Era, but I would have to say from like 05 through 07. That was fun, man, because I got to witness like TNA at its peak and everything like that, and also at WWE, and Ring of Honor wasn't as bad either, so I would say that's my favorite era of wrestling. I know a lot that's like against popular grain, but growing up, man, that was some fun stuff, man. I would be able to watch WWE, and it was a little bit more tolerable, and if I couldn't stand WWE, I could take my breaks and watch TNA, and, you know, it was easy to get to ROH IPP. Like, I can't tell you, man, how exciting it was back in the day, Degenerate, for me, when I would order an ROH pay-per-view or a PWG show, and I would wait for that shit to come in the mail, man. Like, oh, I would get so excited. Like sometimes, like, my mom would be like, all right, you can buy a DVD this month or something like that. I'll be like, oh, cool. And then she's like, how come you can't find these in stores? Oh, my God, there's like a small promotion and stuff like that. But I would get so excited. Because sometimes I wouldn't even look up results, man. I wouldn't look up, like, the Death Before Dishonor or some shit like that. I would just wait. I don't have my ROH DVDs anymore. I sold them off because some of them had some value to them and stuff like that. So, yeah. Thoughts on John Gruden being the next Las Vegas Raiders coach? And I saw Oakland, but I'm just going to say Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, Gruden is he's a good coach. I'm not gonna be like everyone else and say it's overrated and overreacted. They need what's it called? Well, you said I guess it's called the late Ruthless Aggression era. You said era of wrestling. I'm just naming all of wrestling, but yeah, I guess you can call it the late Ruthless Aggression era. I guess you could say that the pre Benoit murder era. I guess you could say the pre PG era, the Cena Batista era, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was just like all the other things too besides just WWE. But yeah, Gruden's a good coach. And I feel like in Tampa Bay, he didn't really have much near the end. But then again, he's an offensive mind. So how come he couldn't get his offense straight up? I feel like he's bringing in the right pieces to help him out. I don't think it's going to be a perfect relationship right off the bat. But I do think that we're going to see some changes and positive ones for Oakland. They're going to have an easy schedule to kick off the new season. So that's always nice. Because like that's what some people forget. Is that sometimes, man, it's okay to have a bad year. Especially after having a good year, it's okay. Because then you get that easy-ass cupcake schedule. Look at the Jaguars, man. The cupcake schedule they had, man. You know, my Chargers benefited from having like a cupcake type of schedule, man. That's what happens. You get to face the worst teams at least once every year. And then not only that, your division. And so when you look at that, the AFC West, though, that division's wide open. So that's another positive. It's like, you don't know if the Chargers are going to, the Chargers have so much momentum right now, but you don't know if that momentum derails and the Chargers fall off. And plus, we all know the Chargers in the beginning of the season, they don't do shit. I know, I'm a Chargers fan. They always like fall off at the beginning of the season, go like 2-3 or 1-4, and then they go on in the hotness in the middle of the season. Kansas City, that's the one team you have to worry about in the regular season. And who knows, maybe Denver actually drafts a quarterback. Maybe Mayfield or Rosen or Darnold or Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. Or maybe they go with that Rudolph kid. I forgot his name. Maybe they go with him and he's their quarterback. And they end up doing stuff because, he's better than Trevor Siemian. Or maybe Paxton Lynch, takes a huge step of progression. You never know. So that's a good thing is that the Raiders are in a favorable division where it's wide open. Any one of those four teams, and yes, I'm being that even though the Broncos had a bad season, if they would have had a quarterback, they could have had a better season. Any of those four teams could win. And as well, Gruden has some personality, some pizzazz to him, so fans are going to be interested. I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to see all 10 years of his contract, but for 3 years, it's fine. Let's see what happens in 3 years. The Cleveland Browns holding the 0-16 parade was hilarious, man. I love that these fans are so passionate about being 0-16, man. You wish you were knowledgeable in the NFL. I don't know who's doing good. Well, look at the playoffs. Then you know who's doing good, Aisha. So you have the Patriots, the Titans, the Steelers, the Jags, the Vikings, and the Saints, and the Eagles and Falcons. How crazy is that the Minnesota Vikings could have home field throughout the whole playoffs, especially if they make the Super Bowl. I wonder how many actual Viking fans would be in the Super Bowl. How many of y'all think there would be like, I don't know, man. I don't think there would be like too many like super duper diehard Viking fans at that Super Bowl, at least in my personal opinion. Like it'd be weird because like they give out a lot of comp tickets and stuff like that. So like I don't know if there's gonna be legit Viking fans, but man, dude, I would love it. Favorite shoot wrestler, like MMA fighter that was a wrestler, or a wrestler that does MMA, or like someone that just wrestles like it's real. Like I gotta, because the shoot wrestler has like a different terminology and stuff like that. But if like MMA wrestler, Ken Shamrock is like probably my favorite shoot wrestler. Like I've always loved the intensity that Ken Shamrock bring to the table, and he half the stuff Ken Shamrock used to do always looked legit to me. So I'd have to give it to Ken Shamrock. He'd be my favorite shoot wrestler. Oh. I start school next week, man. I'm pretty excited for it. At the same time, though, I've been enjoying my winter break too much. That's the thing, too. When you get on break, I always tell people, man, don't get bad habits when you're on winter break or something, man. Because, like, then later on, those bad habits follow you back to school, man. Because then, like, then school comes and you got all this work and stuff. Like, yeah. Should I start watching wrestling again, Chase? Watch wrestling at the Royal Rumble, Aisha. Not right now, but I would suggest maybe checking out the Rumble. Like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna watch that regardless and stuff like that. But I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch now. Oh, congrats, Blue Knight, man. Congrats with that, man. Congrats with your final semester. Yeah, but I'll start at the Rumble. And if you don't like the Rumble, don't watch it, man. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, at least start for the Rumble. Like, don't watch the weekly stuff, man. Like, you can honestly, man. There's YouTubers. I dedicate these people, man. Like, I dedicate all these people who made these highlights and stuff like that, man. Like, they do all these highlights and stuff like that, man. They waste their time making these highlights for us fools that don't want to watch the full 3 hours, man. 3.25 a GPA. Oh, that's better than me. I got like a 1.4 my first semester in college. I was a bad kid my first semester, man. Oh, I was a bad kid. I was not focused on school. I was like, man, screw school. Like, that's how I was in my first semester. But you know, some people, they take their time. Some people, they go through college at a different time. Yeah, man. I ain't afraid, to be honest with y'all. Who cares? At least I'm finishing school now, so you know, this is my last year, so I'm excited for that. Once I'm done with this semester, then I got one more year, then I'm done. Then when people go, oh, how's school? I'm like, I'm done. I got that piece of paper. I got that piece of paper to say that I graduated. So I'm good, man. I ain't worried. My grades are better now. I got a 3.5 this last semester. If it wasn't for my Spanish class, I would have done better, but it is what it is. Alright, guys, I feel like this is it for the live stream. I'm getting pretty tired and everything like that. And plus, I got some stuff to take care of. But thank you all very much for tuning in live. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you guys like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Remember, guys, just like Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit. And I'll see you all next time. Sorry about that, guys. I'm thinking about something right now. I'm thinking about something. Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking about. Because I got some homework to do, and so I'm freaking out. Anyways, have yourself a good one. Peace.